Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap. I'm Tanushree and today we are going to discuss a very important topic for NABARD Grade A examination, and that is the most important reports. Right, in our examination, reports are very crucial. So we are going to discuss that what are the important reports, because there are a lot of reports out there and you all must be thinking what are the most important ones from the ARD perspective. If we look at the agriculture reports, then what are the most important ARD reports which a student should cover if he or she is preparing for the NABARD Grade examination 2024. So let's get started. See students, the first report which you have to refer is NABARD Annual Report 2024. This report has been released recently, but it is very important. We are going to provide you the report, the MCQs, latest by 22nd of August, right? But this report, it becomes very important if you are somebody who is preparing on your own. Please do go through this report, or at least go through the executive summary of this report, right? So after the NABARD annual report, the next report is the Status of Microfinance Report 2024. Again, this report is also released by NABARD only. Now students, here I would like to give a disclaimer to all of you that these reports, why they become important? They become important because one, they are released by NABARD, and two, they are released recently by NABARD. Okay? And secondly, they are related somewhere to our topics of our syllabus, right? So that is why these reports, they become important for us. The second one is the Status of Microfinance Report. This is again released by NABARD. Then we have the Impact Report by NABARD. Right? And then the next report that we have, this is not essentially a report, but this is a research paper which was published by NABARD, right? But this is on zero budget natural farming. Now this concept, it is a part of our syllabus and indeed a very important part of our syllabus. Therefore, this research paper become important, and also from the phase 2 perspective also, because a descriptive writing or a descriptive question might come from such reports. Then we have the fifth report, which is Assessing the State of Affairs in Indian Agriculture, and the full name is With a Focus on Credit, Insurance, Storage and Marketing, right? From the agriculture economics perspective, from that chapter's perspective, this report becomes important. Again, this report is also released by NABARD only, right? So this is also something you have to focus on. These reports, they become important again from phase 1 perspective, but very important from the phase 2 perspective also, right? Then the next report that we have, apart from the reports released by the NABARD, the other reports which are released by the ministries, right? The ministerial annual reports, and especially the ministries which are directly related to our syllabus, they becomes at most important. So here the annual report by the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, it becomes important, right? The annual report of Department of Animal Husbandry, it has been released for this year, so it becomes important. Apart from that, annual report Department of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, that becomes important because it comes under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So from the ARD perspective, these reports become very important. Now let's move to the other reports, right? So other reports which you should do, right? Ideally, why I am saying this is that these are the reports which, like for example, Census 2011 and SECC, these are the reports which are released. These are like very old reports, but they have not been updated, right? So these reports, you just have to glance over them. Okay? You don't have to do in-depth manner, right? Because when these reports were released, their questions were asked at that time, but if we see at the recent the recent trend of the examination, they are not so important. But still, I'll suggest that if you have time, then why take unnecessary risk? Just glance over through these reports, which are Agri Statistics at a Glance, Statistical Report on Value of Output from Agriculture and Allied Sector. This is a recently released report, but still not very important, right? Then we have Census 2011 and SECC. So these are the reports which are important but not very important. So just glance over these reports not in very depth manner, but in a manner that if a question comes, like you are not taking a risk on that question. So for that perspective, you can just glance over through these reports. Census is also very decently important report, right? And all the reports which I have shown you previously, the EduTap, we are going to provide you with the summary and the MCQs of all those reports. So don't worry about that, and we will provide that to you by 22nd of August, right? So that was from our side, and these were the most important report which you should be covering as far as your NABARD Grade A examination is concerned. Now I hope that all the doubts which you had in your mind regarding which reports are important, what to cover and what to leave, I have solved these doubts for you. And on this note, I'll take leave from you. All the very best for your examination. Bye and take care.